specifically fettuccine Alfredo. So we have some fettuccine Alfredo pasta, and then we have two garlic pieces of garlic bread. So yes, I have this propped up here. Hopefully you can see everything in the setup I've got. And oh, I cannot wait to dive in. This looks so good. And today's little drinkity drink, is some Publix lemonade, specifically in the mango flavor. If you guys have never had Publix lemonade, you have to go try it. It's delicious. Just go to the deli section of the Publix where they make like the subs and stuff, and there should be like a little area with just drinks in it in the deli, and they have a bunch of different lemonade flavors, and this one specifically, the mango. I love the blackberry as well. The blackberry is so good. It tastes like you are drinking a melted popsicle. It is delicious. Alrighty, let's dive into this pasta. Oh yeah, that is so good. That is freaking delicious. I will say, I made this pasta, and I don't know if it's the kind of noodles that I'm buying, but every single time that I make pasta, my noodles always like clump together in the pot. Even if I stand there for like 45 minutes stirring it constantly, the noodles still come out. Like some of the noodles are stuck together and did not cook like all the way because they were stuck. So like the middle parts are like a little undercooked. So funny. And I use olive oil. I put a little salt in the water and use a bit of olive oil as well. So if anybody could let me know what the heck I'm doing wrong. I'm just wondering if it's the kind of noodles that I buy. They're like the cheapest noodles I could get. So I'm wondering if I like splurge on noodles. I don't know if you need to splurge on noodles, but I'm just wondering if that would get me better results. But this is really good, regardless. Maybe it's just really good because I was hungry. But I don't know if you noticed, I like to put a little Parmesan cheese on top of my noodles. I'm a big Parmesan cheese gal. I could douse all my pasta in Parmesan cheese. I could have like a mountain of Parmesan. I'm trying to get into like the mukbang videos, you know, because like I love watching a good mukbang video. That's like very entertaining to me. I like to just watch people eat, and like I'm not particularly keen on the like eating sounds personally. I know some people like that. But I like, when it comes to mouth sounds, I personally like drier mouth sounds. Like, just saying trigger words, like clicky whispers, clicky sounds. I don't like them as much, but I know that a lot of people do. And I do like to watch mukbangs. I find them extremely entertaining. It can just be challenging sometimes to incorporate it into ASMR because of the setup, and also just the fact that I feel like I don't notice it until I'm filming an ASMR video, but I feel personally have never played the game. I am a gamer, but I've never played this game. I've heard of it, but I never got around to playing it. But Fallout, the show Fallout that just came out on Prime Video, I recently just watched all of that series, and it was so good. If you guys are looking for a good series to binge watch, check out Fallout on Prime Video. It's essentially about like a world set in like the 50s, but they have like different technology, so it's almost like 50s but also futuristic. So they have like robots and stuff, and essentially America gets I think the whole world actually gets like essentially there's a nuclear war and everybody gets bombed, and it's about like this essentially company called like Vault Tech that makes these like vaults for people to live in, but the vaults are like not what you think. I don't want to like spoil too much, but like essentially it tells the life of like what happened after the bombs and what people are doing on the surface, how people are living on the surface and like radiation and whatnot, versus how people are living in the vaults that have been living in the vaults since the incidents. But it's really good. It is really entertaining. Let's try some of this bread. It's been sitting here. Yes. I love me some good garlic bread. Oh my goodness. So good, you guys. Oh my goodness. If this is making you hungry, I've done my job. Well, go make yourself some pasta right now. Fettuccine noodles, Alfredo sauce. I forget the brand I use. It starts with a B. It's like Bertoli or Bertoli, something like that. I can't remember the exact name, but it starts with a B. And it's like a popular brand in your pasta sauce, like aisles in your stores. So that's what I use, like the Alfredo sauce. I use 2 jars to make it like extra creamy. 1 Alfredo, 1, and then 1 garlic Alfredo, and I just mix those together with the noodles. But yeah, that was an amazing show. Highly recommend. I am sorry if you can hear my stomach. I am going to be fed very well. Speaking of being fed well, I am going to be fed very well come here soon, because not only did Fallout just come out amazing, but I have some of the shows that I watch are like coming back this summer, so I'm very excited. Tomorrow, from when I filmed this on Wednesday, and I believe that the new season of Bridgerton on Netflix should be coming out tomorrow, if I'm correct. I think the 16th is the release date, so I'm very excited. I've been a huge Bridgerton fan. I even went to like a year or 2 ago, I went to one of the Bridgerton events in my area. In major cities across the United States, they were having Bridgerton like galas essentially. So you would show up wearing like a ball gown, essentially like the kind of stuff they wear in the show, and it was like an immersive experience where you felt like you were in the show, and it was amazing. That was so much fun. But huge Bridgerton fan, very excited for season 3 coming up, and Penelope and Colin's story, I think that's what's mainly set around. I think we have a lot of the other characters kind of showcased as well in this season from the trailers, but I think it's mainly about Penelope and Colin, so very excited to see that. But other shows as well are House of the Dragon season 2 coming out in June, and The Boys coming out in June, season 4 of The Boys. Y'all have gotta watch that show. Oh my goodness. If you have not seen The Boys on Prime Video, please give it a watch. It is such an amazing show. My boyfriend got me into seen it, but he wanted me to watch it with him again because he found it so good. And he's like, it's called The Boys. And I'm like, The Boys? That doesn't seem very interesting. I was just immediately put off by the name, you know. But no, it's a good show. It's the title of the show does not tell you like anything about the show if you don't know the show yet. It's essentially about if superheroes were not the good guys. That's all I'll say. It definitely is mature. The themes are mature. There's like gory scenes and gross scenes. So if that's not something that you like, don't recommend. As well as like House of the Dragon. I wouldn't recommend that if you don't like that kind of stuff. But me personally, I'm a huge TV show and movie fanatic. I wish I could be more of like a book reader, but I feel as though I probably have like undiagnosed ADHD, because every single time I sit down to read a book, my mind wanders way too much. But I am an illustrator and graphic designer for a living. I'm essentially a very visual person, so I've always found to better enjoy like things like focusing on the cinematography and visuals and stuff like that, so I do better with TV shows and movies. Oh my goodness. I just recently, for my birthday was May 1st. And I recently went with my boyfriend to Bravino's. If you guys don't know what Bravino's is, or you don't have one in your area, because I don't know if I feel like it's probably just in the United States. I feel like it's an Italian restaurant, and they're well known, especially for birthday celebrations, because they essentially almost give you like a free meal on your birthday, and a free dessert, a free ice cream, some spumoni ice cream, which I love spumoni ice cream. It's essentially just pistachio, chocolate, and cherry ice cream with a cookie, with a coconut cookie on top. It's so good. And they give you like I think it's like $15 off of your like order or whatever. So there are some entrees you could get like for free, and then some that you just pay like a few dollars. So it's a really good deal. So a lot of people that go on their birthday, myself included. And I usually order their fettuccine Alfredo pasta, and I have to say I feel like mine is better. And I don't know if that's a controversial statement, but I feel like mine is a little more cheesy, whereas Bravino's is a little more creamy, like the pasta sauce, and I like the more cheesy sauce because I feel like it gives it a little more flavor. But yeah, if you guys have never been to a Bravino's and you have one near you, go on your birthday. Their salad, appetizer, and the garlic rolls are amazing. It's like Bravino's is like one of my favorite places to go, other than like Chili's. Top restaurant tier list. Bravino's, I wouldn't say Bravino's is number one, but they're up there. I don't know what I would consider my number one, but top would say like Bravino's, Chili's. I really like Chili's. I love their like $10 meals where you can get like an entree, a drink, and a appetizer for like $10. And they usually have like specialty like margarita drinks and stuff like that. And my favorite, like I barely ever drink, but when I do drink, it's a margarita. I love a good margarita, but they have like specials on that. I love there's a Mexican restaurant Senior Fiesta, and Senior Fiesta is amazing, and they have so many different types of margaritas as well. Like, I love Mexican food and margaritas. Oh, that's like my idea of a good time. That's probably, honestly, it's probably my number one. I really like Italian food as well, but I feel like Mexican food is like top tier for me. It's so good. This has been really good. I was so hungry. I've been working all day and doing some filming after. I needed this meal. I was extremely hungry. But yeah, I want to do like a gum chewing and whisper ramble video soon. So let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see that, like essentially like a life update video. Because there's been like so much that's happened in my life recently that I think people would find to be entertaining, maybe about my apartment moving here soon again. Because long story short, not a very appetizing thing to talk about, but I could go into more depth in a gum chewing whisper rambles video. But ever since I moved into this apartment, and this has been my first apartment I've ever like lived in aside from moving out of my parents' house back in the end of 2022. I'm sorry, I moved last year is when I moved into this apartment, but I graduated college at the end of 2022 and was looking for a job. When I found one, I got a fully remote job, and then that's when I looked for an apartment. So this has been like my first experience living in an apartment, and there's been some bumps in the road, to say the least. The pipes in my walls, like the CPVC pipes, were installed incorrectly, so they make popping sounds pretty frequently, which is not good for ASMR videos. And I told maintenance about it at like the beginning of me living here, and essentially they kind of just like brush it off and were like closing my work orders that I was putting in to try to get it fixed, probably because they have to like cut a hole in the wall and fix it, and they don't want to do that, so they kind of were just like ignoring my work orders. But and then the most recent thing, or I guess that like came shortly after that I noticed, but I've had it the whole time I've lived here. And I've lived here since the middle of October 2023. And I signed a 14-month lease. But pretty much the whole time I've lived here, I have had a silverfish problem in here. I didn't even know what silverfish were before I moved into this apartment. I had never had those little bugs before, and but they're like, I live back near a retention pond, so I live in an area with a lot of moisture. I didn't know there was a retention pond back here. Actually, when I signed my lease, I thought it was just like trees in the forest, but there's a retention pond, and I believe that to be one of the issues of what's causing them, because silverfish like high humidity and moisture levels. But yeah, essentially, there's many periods where I've lived here where I've seen multiple silverfish in my unit daily, and so it's been an ongoing battle with pest control, trying to get them in here because I pay for them. It's a monthly charge of mine that I pay for pest control, whether they come into my unit or not. I can dive more into this in another video. So for now, I'll just keep it vague, but essentially, I'm pretty sure that by next month, I will be making plans to move, because I've spoken with my leasing manager, the leasing office manager, and I told her about my problem, and she's actually been incredibly sweet, so shout out to my leasing office manager. But she's been very, very sweet and understanding of my situation and how many pest control work orders I've put in here that have not solved the problem. And so she's offering me a unit transfer to another unit with my locked-in price that I'm paying now with another lease. I can sign a new lease with my locked-in price for another unit on this property to get away from this unit. Or she's allowing me to just leave the property if I want to with no fees. So honestly, shout out to my leasing office manager for actually listening and wanting to help me solve the problem. Because it has been horrendous, you guys. I have like a bug phobia. I don't like any kind of bug, especially like cockroaches and spiders. Silverfish, I would say they're not as scary as cockroaches and spiders, but they move fast. So when you see one, get it, because it'll be on the move and it'll just scurry off. But yeah, so pretty sure I'm gonna be moving in a month or two or so, because I have to let her know any updates by next month. And I've still been seeing them even after pest controls come in like 5 or 6 times into my apartment from me living here, and they've put down treatments and nothing has solved the problem. So pretty sure I'm gonna be moving soon from this apartment to either another unit or another apartment. But I've just got to get out of this unit. I've been being terrorized by little silverfish, which I find a lot of humor in, only in this, not like normally I have panic attacks, but I find humor in the fact that whenever I look up like silverfish or how to get rid of silverfish or like how to, fix the problem, everybody in these forums and like on Reddit is always like, I thought silverfish only existed in Minecraft, they're real. So like at least that's like my comedic relief through these hard times. But yeah, oh my goodness, I am full. I think that's gonna be enough for me. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you want to see another mukbang from me, let me know what kind of mukbang you want to see, what kind of food you want to see. I have a ton of like food places around me, so put the suggestions in the comments of other food places that you'd be interested in